Imagine a league where one team dominates so completely it feels like the rest of the teams are playing a different sport altogether. Welcome to the Tajikistan Higher League, and more specifically, let me introduce you to a single team with a unique backstory that has come to dominate its competition. And I use the word dominate much more literally than you might think. So without further ado, let's dive into the most one-sided sports league on the entire planet. A bit about Tajikistan. Before I start talking about sports, we really need to set the context with a bit about the country itself. Tajikistan, officially the Republic of Tajikistan, is a landlocked country in Central Asia with a population of approximately 10 million. Dushanbe is its capital and most populous city. The country is bordered by Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, and China, and is separated from Pakistan by Afghanistan's Wakhan corridor. The terrain is predominantly mountainous, covering over 90% of the country's area. Culturally, the contemporary Tajiks are considered descendants of Eastern Iranian peoples with possible influences from Western Iranian Persians and non-Iranian groups as well. This rich historical background contributes to the country's diverse cultural heritage. Economically, Tajikistan is a developing nation with a transitional economy reliant on remittances and the production of aluminum and cotton. It's a member of various international organizations, including the United Nations and the CIS. The country operates as a presidential republic with 4 provinces. Tajiks, who speak a variety of Persian called Tajik, form the ethnic majority. Russian is also used officially for inter-ethnic communication, and Islam is the predominant religion, adhered to by 97.5% of the population. Tajikistan's history includes ancient cultures from the Neolithic and Bronze Ages, and it's been ruled by numerous empires and dynasties over time. It became an independent nation on September 9th, 1991, following the disintegration of the Soviet Union. The country experienced a civil war from 1992 to 1997, and it was during this civil war that the current president, Emomali Rahmon, came to power. And I'm putting president in air quotes for reasons you'll soon see. Trust me, this all matters for football. Stay with me. President Emomali Rahmon. He was born on October 5th, 1952, and he's been president of Tajikistan since the mid-90s. He initially rose to prominence in 1992 during that civil war, becoming chairman of the Supreme Assembly. Rahmon secured his presidency in 1994, right in the middle of that turbulent and chaotic backdrop. And that means that in 2024, he marks 30 years as president of Tajikistan. And normally you'd say that's a pretty compelling story, like he must be one heck of a president to keep getting elected for 3 decades, right? Yeah, about that. His tenure has been marked by repeated undemocratic elections, as well as constitutional changes extending his rule. Rahmon heads an authoritarian regime characterized by severe human rights violations, corruption, and nepotism. So yeah, not great. Rahmon's leadership style is all about that cult of personality, and he holds the lifetime title of Leader of the Nation. How's that for modesty? And like many authoritarian regimes and dictatorships, his family also holds significant power. This is most evident with his son and heir apparent, Rustam Emomali, serving as chairman of the parliament and mayor of the capital city. But you know what else his son and heir apparent does with his time? You guessed it, he's into football. FC Istiklol. Football Club Istiklol was founded in 2007 and competes in the top flight of the Tajik Football League system. It was founded to commemorate the independence of Tajikistan. Istiklol in Tajik means independence, and that name will take on some super serious irony here in a little bit. The team is owned by a conglomerate called Maziya, which is based out of the Maldives, but it's said that this conglomerate is owned by presidential son and heir apparent Rustam Emomali. He co-founded the team at its inception and even captained the team at the beginning and played for the team as a striker. He's a heck of an athlete, I'll have you know. Oh, and he was also the president of the league at one point and has also been the president of Tajikistan's Football Federation since 2012, being appointed at the age of 24. And I'm not saying this has all led directly to the success of this team, but I'm not saying that either. Despite only being formed in late 2007, in 2008, the team was in the 2nd division of Tajikistan football, and to put it mildly, they did pretty good. They played 30 league games that year, and their record was 30-0. Yep, they won all 30 of their games. That season, they had a goal differential of plus 154. Think about that. They only played 30 games in the season, so this means on average, they were winning each game by 5 goals. Obviously, this earned them promotion to the top flight, so in 2009, they entered the Tajikistan Higher League. The team won the league championship in 2010 and 2011, but then in 2012 and 2013, the rival club, Ravshan Kulob, won the championship in back-to-back years. And since you-know-who took over the Tajikistan Football Federation in 2012, this was not going to be allowed to slide. Starting in 2012, when that younger Emomali took over the Tajikistan Football Federation, things started to get a little fishy. The refereeing seemed to be eerily skewed more and more often. Schedules seemed to be more and more biased in FC Istiklol's favor. And when that didn't work out, things got really intense. For example, in 2012, 5 players from that Ravshan Kulob club were sanctioned for what was considered, quote, unruly behavior, end quote, after a game in which they happened to beat FC Istiklol. Who sanctioned them? The Tajikistan Football Federation, conveniently presided over by the dictator's son, who also happened to own the club that they just beat. The message was clear, and from approximately that moment on, the Tajikistan Higher League became the most one-sided sports league on earth. League dominance. So, how did it all go from there? Well, in 2014, FC Istiklol won the league championships. Congrats, guys. That year, they played 18 league games. They won 16 and they drew only 2 games, meaning they never lost all season. They had a goal differential of plus 55, and the club in second had a plus 10. Wow, that seems really good. And totally unrelated and totally not connected at all, but that rival club, Ravshan Kulob, finished dead last with only 2 wins and a minus 26 goal differential. Like I say, not connected at all. FC Istiklol repeated as champions again in 2015, repeating their back-to-back titles from 2010 and 2011. In 2015, they again played 18 games, they again won 16 games, they again had 2 draws, and they again never lost a game. Not suspicious at all. And you know how I know it's not suspicious? Because the goal differential this time wasn't plus 50. Oh no, it was plus 64. They won the league championship again in 2016, a three-peat, and then again in 2017 and 2018 and 2019, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going to insult your intelligence by pointing out the pattern that is emerging. This theme repeats itself year after year after year. FC Istiklol dominates the regular season, only loses a game or 2 max throughout the season, and then wins the league championship. Since 2014, they have won every single league championship, and it's never even been close. At the time of making this video, the 2024 season is well underway, but I'm guessing you can guess how it's going. Through 14 matches, FC Istiklol has 14 wins. Of course, no draws, no losses. The goal differential is heading in the same direction too, at a plus 39 right now, meaning that they aren't just winning these games, but they're winning these games by nearly 3 goals in the top flight league. And it's not even close, just as it hasn't even been close for a decade. And somehow, I doubt it's going to get close anytime soon. The future. Here's my polite conclusion about the future. The Tajikistan Higher League has witnessed a considerable evolution in its competitive landscape, yet one undeniable constant has been the enduring dominance of FC Istiklol. This success is rooted in the club's strategic prowess, superior talent acquisition, and consistent performance. But since I don't have to be polite, let's just say that this one-sided league is total BS, and it's going to stay one-sided for a very long time. Honestly, will sportsbooks even take bets on FC Istiklol games? This is a Harlem Globetrotters level of dominance, and that's probably because it's just as scripted. The referees, the league officials, the players, and heck, even the fans, they all know that the outcome is long decided, and stepping out of line means the same thing it means in every other authoritarian regime. And while many will say, hey, it's just sports, it's meaningless, I dare you to tell that to the folks involved in this league with a straight face. A club owner and their league boss will likely one day be the president of the country, and remember, president is in air quotes, so I doubt anyone is going to get too bent out of shape about some sports. Not when there are far more important things to worry about in life, like, life. Thanks for watching today, everyone, and do let me know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, I wish you the same level of success as FC Istiklol.